Hello to you all, and welcome back for updates on Kirara. I'll not make a single one straight, but I will do a little ones during my building. As you know, with the full expansion, a lot of my automation got messed up. Before, I used this setup with this centrifuges to get my headstone to centrifuge and give me pyrite, mercury and other things, but now I can't use this anymore. Also, I was thinking about getting more advance my basic extractor to medium voltage because they take so long to process my crops that it is not gonna work. And here I start to make the two rows of machine, one with low voltage like this one and one medium. But because of the changes, I think I'm gonna redo all this stuff and remove away, because now with the chemical bath I will not worry ashing all my ores. Some ore are better with chemicals, so I need to remove all this. I already started making some changes. Like I moved these tanks here and I start to accumulate the liquids for my water washer. Water for number one, mercury for the other one, and so on. Here also I have made finally the layout of these steam generators as I show you on the video on the current tank I have on Kirara. It takes so long, but it's finally happening. I have placed the two boilers from vr2, the liquid and the fuel, but I still don't know how I'm gonna make this work. To be quite frank, I don't know what to gonna do anymore. Before I had this 9 cook oven, but when I make this last step of the aluminum factory, those 9 is not enough, so I built another 9. So now I'm getting a good amount of charcoal and coal and creosote. I already started moving here. Before, as you remember, I have my mass amplifier constructor here and the tank for it. I'm gonna place it somewhere else, and I think I'm gonna make this area about the heavy duty machines. Here we have the scraps, and here probably make my setup of macerators to deal with any extra wood I receive. And then I'm gonna place a more quantity of extractors to work all the crops and something else. I really don't know. I really don't know. Well, what I know is that I made my final setup for my elemental factory. I have two alembics. One's for nether water as before, and the other one is new, is for snowball, because it has Shalom, and Shalom can be used to be broken into both ignis and pordito, so I get two elements from just one line, and the other line is to break precantile into potential and vacuous is being voided. As you can see, I have 3 essential buffers, 3 chemical furnace, and just here you see the heart of it. It's an essential buffer powered by one Akan bellow. This will suck the basic material from the centrifuges from the alembics. One alembic is good enough to make 2, sometimes 3 work constantly, because unfortunately this cannot broke faster. If it were broke fast, it would be better. The arcane bellows only increase this speed, but this don't really matters. As you can see, there is always two working. And in case of the potential, sometimes there is two, sometimes there is all the three. Is because the speed of breaking is kind of random. But with this, I have producing aluminum so fast. That's one of the reasons that I make another 9 cook ovens. With just 9 I had before, it wasn't keeping up. It was running out of charcoal very easy. On the setup, however, the problem is that I don't get the material so fast. Sometimes it's ignis, sometimes it's potential, sometimes it's predictor that is missing and take longer to build up. But it's pretty reliable and completely automation. This pipe here actually does nothing. I should remove it. I'll do this covers. This pipe take the produced aluminum and first give it back to the chemical furnaces so they can keep running. So the furnaces will never run out of fuel. As you can see, they are always full. And any extra, it is piped to another area. This is all the aluminum I have at the moment. This setup uses 2 to 3. If I had another chemical furnace for each element I want to break down, I probably can add the last one, the fourth one, and this will probably run constantly. But that is a lot of work. I might do this later, but I still need to see it. By the way, if you don't know, I'm getting my snowball from a snowman and a very tight AE2 system. It's just one energy acceptor, one cable, one analysis panel, one storage bus inserting on this buffer, and a split cable. When this buffer gets lower and knock off snowballs, this headstone, this item headstone cover, will stop sending the headstone and it works just like here. As you can see, it's getting the snow. When it's getting enough materials on the buffer, the headstone will activate and splitter cable will be disabled, and we will erase all the remaining EU getting more, and I have some buffer. This will prevent the AI from constantly using my EU like crazy, and because it takes time to turn off because it's high voltage, it creates a nice buffer. So on the case that my aluminum factory joins down, it's going to stop. As you can see here, I have 3 little alchemical golems that actually don't move. All they do is take the essential from one and place in another. But they must be asking why I do this. Should be just easier to attach the pipes directly into the chemical construct? Actually no, because these machines is purely control wise. When it's requesting the element like here ignis, it will accept ignis, but it will join all the other types. Then move to the predator, will join ignis and potential, and when potential, it will join ignis and predator. This means that the flow of essential you stop, and we don't want this. We want this running unstoppable. Sometimes I need to empty this when I don't need it. The only reason I don't put two void jars here is because I don't want this to keep running even if it's not working. If I'm gonna upgrade this to 4 and 2 a chemical for each one, I might show the whole process. Might. Now let us complete the extraction. As you can see, I made some progress. I have here 4 basic extractors. Now I need more 4. So let's place 1, 2, 3 and 4. I want the output on this side. Now all is left is the brass pipes. I did forgot, but I grabbed it very quickly to start making the same system of out closure for the active, subactive machines. 2, 3 and 4. Ready to work, ready to work, ready to work, and ready to work. Now let's place the pipes. Place the shutters. And the controllers. I was left with to separate the pipes. And our wood block of extracting crops is almost done. Wait, missing this. The outer pipes on the output. Of course, of course, of course. You do not need to actually separate them, but I like it. It's bold. Let's just grab some crops to actually extract because I have no more tin. So let's pick this up. Open. Wrong place. Even I get lost in my base. Let's go up here where it's the filter and the buffer set to only output one item at a time, and go. And here we have 4 on the side working, all 4 on the side working, each one with only 1 crop. So this will extract 8 crops at a time, just like you make this one to recycle a lot of times at once. Later, with some cover to make it more beautiful, not just this skeleton thing.